And now, Funko presents Inside the Artist Studio.
But let me talk about Sean for a sec here, is that when me and Becker first met this guy at the t-shirt company, he divided us to these parties that he would throw, these themed parties. He did a lot of them, and they would be heavy on the theme, from the decoration to costumes.
Yeah, we did like a
So
circus
fun.
one.
Yeah, he would say, let's make a movie. Well, what kind of movie? Over-the-top sci-fi movie with miniatures and sets. And he'd rally all these people, so we would just go like, come on, we can't do that. But Sean goes, yes, we can. Well, I could make this vacuum cleaner into a ray can, and that can-do
And Mike
spirit.
just kind of, when he got into it,
Yeah.
he really got into it. He's like,
did.
wait a minute, I can entertain the people. And it's almost like he found his calling, and I think that led a lot to Fun TV and just all the things that he's doing now, and just how much it connects to what you're doing. And
Right people, right time, and a can-do attitude. It kind of because, I won't say we were stupid, but we didn't do a lot of research. So sometimes if you just go, well, sure we can.
Yeah,
you know, it's like
believe
you get
you
things
can.
done. Yeah.
I think I've heard Mike talk about this before. It's
Yeah.
just, believe crazy, and
Yeah.
and again, we kind of often have this conversation about just pinching ourselves and realizing it went from Mike's garage to what it is today, right?
Yeah, unbelievable. I mean, I don't go to many fun days. I'm kind of a private person. I waited a long time until I went with one, and I was moved beyond belief. I mean, this has made people make friendships and from around the world, and made a home for a lot of people that, kind of misfits, some of them. I mean, I'll admit, like we are too, and it's beyond now, collectibles sometimes. Word community is abused a lot, but they really have had a community. I've seen people have cancer and they raise money for, or just all these things. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And
Well, that was one of the things, like one of the first fun days I went to when I wasn't working for Funko. I remember realizing that this is completely different.
Yeah.
This is the connection with the fans and the way, that emotional connection. I had never seen that working with every other toy company. I'd never seen that before. And I remember that first fun day, it's like I went back to my hotel. I didn't sleep that whole night because I was so fired up about it. And I think it was like a day later at a dinner, I just told Brian, like, if there's ever a spot at Funko for whatever you're doing, I got to be a part of this. Like, I want to be somewhere where I can see what you guys are doing. So, like, and it still resonates today. I think that's something we can't lose, right? Like, we need that in order for this to all work.
Yeah, and thank you for coming, because we thought, like, a guy from Pixar wants to come here. I mean, like, has he been
And
here?
then who's this Ben Butcher guy?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I remember the first few days when we were all hopping in lunch, going junking, and going, oh, why we do like this guy.
Exactly.
He gets it.
Yeah,
He's our people.
Yeah.
And we dress the same. It's crazy. But yeah, it's. I just want to say too, like I'm proud of that we make these collectibles and all that stuff. But really kind of wanted to, matter. Your his dad was a POW in Vietnam. Your father as well, mine. We kind of want to give back to the country. We're artists. What can we do? But the amount of jobs that Funko's created here, overseas, is. That's what I feel the real legacy that I'm proudest of. Made a lot of people happy, made a lot of jobs, and it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fanatics. Thank you for getting what we do, and appreciate it.
Yeah. And we met some great people through the process, and just some really passionate humans, and it really is a community, and we've been loving that. Cool.
That's good. All right, well, man.
Well, dang, Rob,
Dude,
this has been an
coming
awesome
Thank you.
visit, man.
Yeah, man, this has been
really,
amazing.
really great to have you in.
Would have been nice if you had some more
reminisce
nerves,
about
but
this stuff.
Yeah.
as always. And I could go see if my car's still there.
All right,
So,
man.
you
All
take
right,
care.
Thanks,
We'll
Rob.
see you around
All right,
the
we'll see you.
lab for sure.
You got it. Bye-bye.
Man,
Yeah,
that was
love
awesome.
It. Love it. That's what this show's about, right? Is really just
Absolutely.
getting to know where it all came from, the history of it, the talent behind it, and talk about a talented dude.
Man, I found myself getting lost. I know some of these stories, but to be able to hear you guys kind of, go in depth more, really answered a lot, even more questions I didn't even know I had, and I know the fans
speaking
have
of
lots
questions.
Yeah.
Let's see what we
let's
got
the
here.
first question is, what is your favorite product line other than Pops? So Sean, maybe you can talk about, kind of tying into what we've been talking today with Rob. What is one?
That's a tough one. We've had a lot of fun product lines, but I think I got to lean toward blocks. I don't know how many of you old school fans remember blocks, but yeah, they were really simplified, and so really loved them. They just felt right. They were just sturdy little stylized versions of, Frankenberry, Chocula, but yeah, love that line. I'm still continually pushing for that one to maybe, I don't know, come back. I don't know. But yeah, how about you?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I love blocks. I still have some blocks that you guys made. You know, Dorbs. Dorbs is one that I still, for some of the same reasons. There's a simplicity, there's a graphicness, and it really, to me, again, captures Funko, what it's all about, and just, man, I just love the way they all looked when you lined them all up.
I totally dug that line, for sure. And now our next question is, what kind of art do you do outside of work?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. What gets you up in the morning, Ben?
You know, I love working with paper. So I do a lot of paper collage, layers of paper, using tissue paper, all kinds of cardboard paper. I love working with my hands. I love getting dirty, especially, you know, we spend all day getting in the details of products. So yeah, that's what I enjoy doing, you know, when I'm not doing Funko work. So what about you? Like, I know you love art as well.
You know, in the early days, I thought I'd be a filmmaker, and so I did a lot of little short movies and things like that with friends, and even did something for Funko back in the old days. Yeah, for art, I enjoy kind of painting and acrylic and a little mixed media. I'll just kind of pull in weird pieces and parts and things that I find at junk shops and all that, and kind of incorporate that all into my art. So yeah, that's kind of my thing.
Man, that is awesome hearing about your art, and I know we have some art that was sent in that we're going to talk about now. So let's take a look at it.
Love this part. Let's have a look.
Yeah. Oh man, here we go. Oh, this is the art from Tanner. We know this character.
Yeah, love this.
Yeah, this is sent in from Tanner, who obviously that Batboy was from a couple years ago.
Contest,
he won the
right?
Yeah,
about
Fantastic Plastic.
Make your own Fantastic Plastic, and so yeah, Batboy was the thing, and it looks like he kind of brought it into a whole scene with the rest of the old school Fantastic Plastic in the crowd there, and totally fitting with Rob being in here, being one of the big designers of Fantastic Plastics. So great work, Tanner. Yeah, so reminder, send in your art, send in your questions. We had a blast. I think that's the end of our show, so catch you later, guys.
See you guys. Bye.